ask you this. Did you find him attractive?
Very, very attractive, but having had that experience with him, perhaps I couldn't understand why people would rave about him so. But he had those eyes. I call them bedroom eyes. I guess that's what everybody calls them. But he really was out of the ordinary and interesting and a divine dancer. I didn't get too well acquainted with him, of course, because I didn't go out with him again. But it was quite an experience.
I wish I could talk with you longer. You tell very interesting stories. I think I'm going to go down now and have some dinner at Musso Frank. We must be very careful when I walk across that step on Claire Windsor's star.
Oh, that isn't in front of Musso Frank's. My star is up there across from the Roosevelt Hotel in front of the Garden Court. But if you go to Musso Frank's, why don't you have some of their flannel cakes?
I have had.
Oh, they're wonderful.
Very good.
Mary Pickford took me there years and years ago to have brunch, really, and we had those pancakes. And I went there often after that. Do they still make them, I wonder? I haven't been there for so long. But there's so many popular places now. People don't eat at home much anymore. I guess it's because they can't get help.
I'll never eat flannel cakes again, and then I don't think of Claire Windsor and Mary Pickford at Musso Frank. Thanks very much, Miss Windsor. This has been very interesting. I want to tell something to the audience. You said that twice I've been to your house. Actually, this is the third time. You're really a very good sport, because the first time I couldn't work the tape recorder, and the second time the tape recorder wasn't being worked by anyone because it was simply broken. And now I think we've got a very good interview. Miss Windsor, thank you very much. I've been visiting today with the motion picture star of the 1920s and 30s, Miss Claire Windsor. This is Richard Lamparski. I want to thank you for listening. Good night.
This interview that you just heard was made 2 years ago in 1968 in my home. And since then, I gave all of my material, my interviews, my clippings, my photographs, autographed pictures to the University of Southern California, the Ethel Barrymore Division of Fine Arts, and it's all in the Doheny Library for students to go in there and see. If I ever want to check on anything, I'll have to go over there to the university to check on things. But it's been a lot of fun doing this, and I've given this tape to the university, and so if I ever want to hear it, I'll go over there. So good night. This interview that you have just listened to was made 2 years ago when Mr. Lamparski was out here. And I'm going to give this tape to the University of Southern California, along with all my other things, in the Ethel Barrymore's Division of Performing Arts in the Doheny Library. And before I close, I see there's more tape. I'm going to read a little poem that I think is very funny, and I think it's very cute. How do I know when my youth is all spent? Well, my get up and go has got up and went. But in spite of it all, I'm able to grin when I think of where my get up has been. Old age is golden, so I've heard it said, but sometimes I wonder as I get out of bed, with my ears in a drawer, my teeth in a cup, my eyes on the table till I wake up. Ere sleep dims my eyes, I say to myself, is there anything else I should have laid on the shelf? I'm happy to say as I close my door, my friends are the same, only perhaps even more. When I was young, my slippers were red. I could kick my heels right over my head. When I grew older, my slippers were blue, and I could still dance the whole night through. Now I am old. My slippers are black. I walk to the store and puff all the way back. The reason I know my youth is all spent, my get up and go has got up and went. But I really don't mind when I think with a grin of all the grand places my get up has been. Since I've retired from life's competition, I busy myself with complete repetition. I get up each morning, dust off my wits, pick up the paper and read the old bits. If mine is missing, I know I'm not dead, so I eat a good breakfast and go back to bed. Isn't that cute? Well, I'm going to turn this tape over